Hi, we are Team SetSwipe, and we've built an app to help maintain and build motivation for swimmers who no longer have a team or coach. This is our team. We have Alan Moe and Isabella DeBoer as our front-end engineers, and then we have myself, Jackson Smith, and Delia Leonard working as the back-end engineers. So the problem that our app aims to solve is that it's really hard to stay motivated as a swimmer, especially once you lose that structure of a coach or a team. So our app addresses this in several different ways. One of these is creating workouts through swiping on sets. This allows you to swipe yes or no on various different sets to come to a decision on what workout you'd like to do. This can be done on your own to quickly figure out what sets you want to do by being presented with them, or as a group. This way you can all swipe yes or no on sets separately and come to a conclusion on what you would all like to do. We also have the automatic creation of workouts. This takes into account the different preferences of a user as well as what their favorite sets are, or takes into account the entire group if this is a group activity, and it generates a workout that you guys all can do that is tailored to each of you individually or to you as a group. This all comes together to help build motivation to get to the pool and maintain that motivation through collaborating with your friends as well as reducing that friction of getting to the pool.
First, we're going to be showing you the workflow of how a beginner swimmer would use our app. Here on the sign up page, I've entered in my information and I'm signing into a new account. First, I'm taken to the initial preferences page where I can enter in my skill level, my goals for swimming, my preferences, and my favorite strokes. I can also select the number of days per week I'd prefer swimming. The next feature I'll be showing is the settings page. Here you can find toggling on and off beginner mode, toggling between yards and meters, and also UI transitions. You can also find the different app themes here, with the dark modes on the left and the light modes on the right. Here on the homepage, you can find the default workouts that are loaded into the app for new swimmers. If I click one, I can record it and add it to my tracked workouts through the calendar mode. Once a workout is tracked, you can see it in your recent workouts up here at the top and also find it in your recent workout history. The easiest way to create a new workout is to go to the Create Workout page and click Automatic. This will automatically create a workout based on what I enter. As you can see, it automatically generated a workout that is saved to my library.
Now I'll walk us through the pathway of a more experienced swimmer. So the most customizable way to create a workout is from this manual option on the Create page. If you select that, you'll be taken to a completely empty workout where you can then edit the name and add any preferences that you want to focus on. You can then add sets from your existing library, or you can create a new set completely from scratch. You can fill out the distance, number of repetitions, stroke, style, interval, and amount of effort you want. You can also add steps within a set to group them visually. If you save this, it'll then be added to your workout where you can see it with the rest of your workout. Gone ahead and filled in the rest of the workout. From here, you can reorder the sets or swipe to delete them. On the All Sets page, you can see the collection of sets that the swiping and automatic workout generation pull from. So these are the ones that may possibly end up in your workout. Here you can also filter based on these attributes or search for specific sets. Now we'll demo some of the social features of our application. There are two ways to add a friend. You can either type their username or you can click this Add with QR code and then scan your friend's QR code to send them a friend request. Once they accept your friend request, you can view them and their profile in your friends list, as well as some basic facts about them such as their preferences and their yards tracked. To create a workout with your new friend, you can come to the Create page, toggle to the collaborative mode, and select your friend from the drop-down. Here you can select swipe and enter the information you want to for this workout. If you hit save, it will send them a notification that they can then accept to join this lobby, and you'll see them appear in this participants list. When you're ready, you can hit start swiping to be taken to the cards. Here, you'll both swipe yes or no on each set that you want to possibly perform in this workout. If you get bored swiping on one section, feel free to click the next section to proceed. Once all members have completed the workout, you'll be taken to the final workout you've designed. Additionally, if you want to share a workout that you've already created with a friend, you can come to the share button, select your friend from the drop-down, and send them either a copy or add them as a collaborator. Or you can export to text it to your friends or print a PDF. Additionally, from your profile, you can view the leaderboard to see how many yards each friend has tracked of all time in the last month, in the last week. You can also see how many consecutive weeks each friend has reached their target swimming frequency.
Okay, and now here's a quick demo of the Watch app. So you start on the Start Workout screen where you can see some basic information about the workout, and then you're taken to a 15-second countdown page where you have time to enable water lock, and it tells you a brief summary of the first set coming up so that you're not surprised when you start swimming. And then here's a video of me swimming along with the watch. On this set page, you can see information about the set you're currently on, including the interval and effort, as well as which rep you're on, and an interval countdown of how much time you have left within it. Here's what it looks like to pause the workout. You turn off water lock and then spin the scroll wheel, and then you have the option to either click resume or end workout if you want to end the workout early. If you click resume, you have another 15-second countdown to re-enable the water lock, and again it gives you a brief summary of what's coming up next. And then in between each set, there's a rest screen. There's also a green or a red border around the watch indicating if I'm on pace or behind pace. So it turns red when I've fallen behind the pace I should be at, and then changes back to green once I've caught up to the distance I should be at. And that's a brief summary of how the watch helps you track your workouts in real life.
Okay, so now that we've seen that demo, let's get into the technologies behind our application. So for our front end, it is built using React Native Expo, and this allows for cross-platform support between both iOS and Android. Then our backend is built using Django and is hosted on an AWS Lightsail instance. This is where we store user information and manage all the different collaborative experiences within our application. We store this information in a Postgres database, and we communicate between our mobile application primarily through REST APIs, as well as Expo services to allow for push notifications. Then on the application, we cache the relevant information using React Native Expo's async storage. Some other notable features are our very large test suite, which we have integrated into our CI/CD pipeline, as well as a big focus on documentation and contracts to ensure that all of our APIs are well documented and contracted out what their purpose is and how to interact with them.
After interviewing 8 users, creating 170 merge requests, closing 382 tickets, and making 1,089 commits, we feel that we've created a comprehensive swimming solution for swimmers practicing outside of a structured team environment.
And then we'd like to give a special thanks to our professor and advisor, David Bean, who helped guide and mentor us throughout this project. And we'd also like to give thanks to the various different TAs who have helped us along the way. And another special thank you to all of the friends who helped provide us valuable feedback and support throughout the process.